Organized by the Colors of Glory Foundation at Bangalore. I'm Samyukta Vijay Shankar, one of the coordinators of the quiz and your MC for the event. Before we get started for the quiz, let me take a few minutes to tell you about what Colors of Glory Foundation is. We are a Chennai-based non-profit organization and first of its kind in India, solely dedicated to promoting awareness of the Indian military heritage. Quizzes about our armed forces form a significant part of our activities, and we have been conducting intercollegiate quizzes in Chennai from 2018 onwards. When COVID-19 disrupted it, we began online quizzes for colleges all over India, and this has become so popular that we have colleges from as far as Jammu and Arunachal Pradesh, and we have students participating in it. Inspired by the success of our intercollegiate quizzes, we ventured into the quizzes for high and higher secondary schools of Chennai from 2022 onwards. The overwhelming enthusiasm among the students in Chennai for the event encouraged us to host the event in Bengaluru from 2 years ago. Hopefully, we would host other programs in other Indian cities as well in the future. Meanwhile, as part of our drive to expand our membership base across the country, we invite all the teachers and parents here to take up a membership of our organization, which is open to all Indian citizens. Our brochure will explain the benefits and what it entails, and our volunteers will be happy to assist you on obtaining a membership after the quiz. While the rules of the quiz will be explained by your quiz master, let me explain how the event will be conducted. We will have a prelim round lasting about 45 minutes, including the instructions, followed by a refreshment break for another 15 minutes. We cordially invite the teachers who have accompanied their wards to join us as well. After the refreshment breaks, the results of the prelims will be announced and the finals will commence. Please don't be disappointed if your team is not among the top 6 finalists. You still have many prizes to win. Besides, we are giving away certificates and medals to all participants and at the end of the event, so please ensure that you have collected yours. The cash awards that could be won today are as follows. The winning team gets 5,000 rupees, the runners-up 3,000, the team in the third position 2,000, and the remaining 3 finalist teams get 1,000 rupees each. Among the non-finalists, the first 10 top-scoring teams in the prelim after the finalists get 500 each, and the teams that answer the questions which the finalists fail to do so also get 200 each. Now, before I hand it over to your quizmaster, I invite our founder and chairman, Captain D.P. Ramchandran, who is also the chief coordinator for the event, to address you all for a few moments to tell you the purpose and the spirit of this event. Captain Ramchandran is a veteran tank commander of the 1971 Bangladesh War and is also a military historian who has authored 4 books and several articles in leading publications about the Indian Armed Forces. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, that's hardly a powerful good morning. Let's have one erupting loud. Yeah, that's better. So, I'm sure you all had enough time for a month, well prepared, and to take on this quiz. Now, this quiz and these types of quiz, as the MC was saying, in Chennai and other cities which we are conducting, this is our humble effort to educate the younger generation on the proud military heritage of India. Unfortunately, our repeated attempts, which we have been still not given up, taken up with the government agencies to include military history in the curriculum. Many countries with military past, with commendable military past like we have, this subject included in the curriculum. In fact, our battles are being taught in the classrooms of England and France, but we don't have it. It's a very unfortunate situation. Our repeated efforts have fallen on deaf ears. Now, even with the new education policy and all coming up, it has not succeeded. Hopefully, one day we will succeed. And in which case, we won't need these quizzes. You would be learning it in your classrooms. Nevertheless, it's, as the adage goes, instead of creeping about darkness, it's better to light a candle. That's what you're doing. I hope you all benefit from it. We have no intentions of pressurizing you to join the armed forces or something. It is not required. What's required is you pick up the great values which make our soldiers fight, soldiers, sailors, and airmen, to protect the borders and integrity of our country, their dedication to duty, which you learn about this. That kind of values, we hope, will be instilled into you, and you grow up as responsible citizens who will do the country proud. We would have achieved our objective. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
It's time for the quiz to start, which I'm sure all of you are eagerly waiting for. But before that, let me introduce you to your quizmaster for the day, Colonel S.V. Sundar. Colonel Sundar is a veteran mechanized infantry officer who has seen service all across the Indian borders and has the distinction of having been part of the High Altitude Special Operation Group in Siachen Glacier, a gold medalist from Madras University in Defense Studies, and he has been working in the educational field after his retirement. All yours, Colonel.
Morning to you, students. Okay. Now we'll just take a 30-second pause because we do not want any interruptions when the slides go on. So the technical staff has requested that they will be switching on to the generator. So we'll take a 30-second pause. Generator. Spelling out the general rules for the preliminary round, which in any case will be flashed on the slide when the PowerPoint comes on. So please listen carefully as far as the rules are concerned. And if any of the students have any questions after I spell out the rules, kindly raise your hand and I will clarify your doubts. My first question, can you hear me at the back? The last, yeah, great. Okay, now for the rules of the preliminary. First and foremost, please switch off your mobile phones. In case you've carried your mobile phones and you have it with you, request you to please take it out, ensure it is switched off, it's not in the silent mode. I'll give you 30 seconds to ensure you take out your phones in case you have it, switch it off and put it inside your bags. And then I will proceed. I'll give you 15 seconds to check if all your phones are off, please. Yes? Please raise your hands if you've been given your answer sheets. Okay, good. There will be a total of 30 questions which will be coming up. These questions will be flashed on this slide. I will also read out the questions for your ease and convenience. This is timed. The moment the question is flashed onto the slide, after 30 seconds, automatically it will shift to the next question. Before it shifts to the next question, you can consult between your teammates and write down the answer. Clear? So this is automatically timed, and this will go on from question 1 to question 30 for all the 30 questions. So in between, there will be no interruptions to say I have not seen the question. 1 to 30 will be automatically timed, and after every, not 30 seconds, I'm sorry, it is 45 seconds you will be given to consult and write your answer. Is that clear, everybody? Okay. Consult between each other, but do not shout out loud, because in case you give the correct answer, your neighbor may benefit. Now, there will be straight answer questions and multiple choice questions. If there is a multiple choice question, please do not write A, B, C, or D. Write the answer for the multiple choice question. Is that clear? Right. Use only pen. Pencils are not allowed. Write your team numbers and your team numbers only. Name of schools or name of the students are not to be written on the answer sheets. Okay, sir, let's have it. What I was saying will again come on the slide. so it's easier for you to assimilate. As I've already told you, no cell phones. The first part of the quiz will be written. I've already told you it will be 30 questions. The 6 top scorers in this will be the finalists. When we have the tea break, our team will correct the papers, and when you all come in, we will flash the answers for you so that you know how you fared, and the 6 finalists, 6 teams will be called onto the stage. As I told, all questions will appear on the screen, and I will also read it out to you. 45 seconds for each question, no repetitions. All answers will be written, including for the MCQs I have already told you. Teammates, you may discuss among yourselves. Copying or helping other teams will lead to instant disqualification. This will not happen. All of you are from reputed schools, but as the organization, we have to include this rule. Next slide, sir. 1 mark for the right answer, and there are no negative marks. So I suggest, even if you do not know, just take a chance, you might get the answers. After all the questions are completed, the answer sheets will be collected. Please check if you've written your team number and only your team numbers. After your collection of the answer sheets, once I get a clearance from the control desk, we'll request you to move out for your tea break, and by the time you come back, we will announce who the finalists are. If more than 6 teams, there is a tie, then there will be a tiebreaker round. When you all come back, in case that happens, I will spell out the rules for the tiebreaker round in case there is a tie for any of the teams. And finally, the decision of the quiz master and the organizers are final and binding. All right, all set to go? Ready? Sir. Question 1 will be coming up now, and I will read out the question. It will be timed within 45 seconds. Consult and write the answer. The quiz starts now. Question 1. Of the 9 terrorist camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Pakistan targeted by the Indian Armed Forces during Operation Sindoor in May 2025, one was the headquarters of the notorious terror organization Jaish-e-Mohammed. Name the place where it was located. Question 2. The Resistance Front, TRF, the terrorist group that committed the Pahalgam massacre, is believed to be an offshoot of a larger terror organization. Which is this larger terror organization? Name the terror organization. Question 3. The Northwest Frontier Province of Undivided India, that is India before independence and partition, is now a province of Pakistan facing an insurgency for more than 20 years. What is this province now called? Question 4. June 2020 saw a fierce clash between Indian and Chinese troops at Galwan Valley in Ladakh, wherein many lives were lost on both sides, although no shot was fired. But the soldiers fought with unconventional weapons like iron bars and clubs. Which was the main Indian regiment involved in this clash? Write down the name of the main Indian regiment involved in this clash. Question 5. Bangladesh, administered by a Nobel laureate of that country in the capacity of chief advisor, since Sheikh Hasina, the prime minister of that country, was ousted from power by opponents through a rebellion in 2024, has turned anti-India. Who is this chief advisor? An easy one if you've been following the news. Question 6. A port in the Balochistan province of Pakistan, being developed as part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor CPEC, is in the news because of attacks on Chinese and Pakistani personnel. Thereby, the Baloch Liberation Army, fighting for the independence of Balochistan, which considers the development of the port as exploitative of Balochs. Which is this port? Name the port. Question 7. The principal task of Indian Navy's carrier battle group deployed in the Arabian Sea during Operation Sindoor was to prevent aerial incursion by Pakistan from its southwestern coast, which is part of a 1,000-kilometer coastline bordering both Pakistan and Iran. What is this coast called? Name the coast. Question 8. An Indian Navy destroyer recently carried out a daring operation in the Arabian Sea off the coast of Kerala. when it rescued 18 crew members from a burning cargo ship and towed it away to safety, which made China thank the Indian Navy since some of the rescued were Chinese, which was the Indian Navy destroyer. Write down the name of the Indian Navy destroyer which was involved in this operation. Question 9. The location of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands astride a strait, which is a critical maritime choke point with more than 90,000 merchant ships carrying about 30% of the world's traded goods passing through it annually, makes these islands strategically very significant. Which is this strait? Name the strait. Question 10. In 2019, Group Captain Abhinandan Vartman, VRC of the Indian Air Force, then a wing commander, shot down a Lockheed Martin F-16 fighter jet of the Pakistan Air Force in a dogfight over enemy territory before being shot down by ground fire and taken prisoner. What aircraft was the officer flying? Name the aircraft the officer was flying. Question 11. Drones are being commonly used in aerial warfare the world over nowadays. They are also called UAVs. What does UAV read when expanded? Write the full form of UAV. Question 12. Name the US built heavy lift transport helicopter with the Indian Air Force. A straight and a simple question. Question 13. During the first Kashmir War, the Indian Army captured a 11,500 feet high mountain pass held by Pakistan Army in a surprise attack using tanks. The first ever instance in the world when tanks were used at such a high altitude. What tanks, including type and version, were used in this operation? Write the tank, also include the type and version if you know it. Question 14. Which arm stroke service of the Army is specialized in rocket and missile warfare? Question 15. The Battle of Razangla during the 1962 Sino-Indian War, wherein Major Shaitan Singh made the supreme sacrifice along with 120 of his men, leaving only one survivor after killing 1,000 Chinese soldiers, thereby defending his post, and was awarded the Paramveer Chakra posthumously. Which regiment did he and his men belong to? We are halfway home now, 15 more questions to go. Question 16. Which armed stroke service of the Army is credited with the status of being first in and last out in the battlefield for the role of laying and clearing the minefield? An easy one, you are sitting in the Mecca of that particular regiment. Question 17. Which armed stroke service of the Army maintained the stocks of supplies, arms and ammunition to the troops? You can write the full version or the abbreviated version. Both are accepted. Question 18. Which infantry regiment did Captain Saurabh Kalia, who was tortured to death along with 5 of his soldiers by the Pakistanis during the Kargil war, after being captured when the reconnaissance patrol they were on ran out of ammunition in a firefight? Name the regiment that Captain Saurabh Kalia belonged to. Question 19. This is the photo of Lieutenant General A.A.K. Niazi, commander of Pakistan's armed forces in the East, signing the instrument of surrender to the GOC in C of the Indian Army's Eastern Command at the end of the 1971 Indo-Pak War, the world's largest surrender after World War II. Name the Indian Army General GOC in C accepting the surrender. A very iconic photograph. Question 20. This picture is of the largest helicopter in the Indian Air Force fleet, which is also the world's largest helicopter. Name the helicopter. Ten more questions to go. Question 21. This is an artist depiction of the famous paradrop of Indian troops in the proximity of Dhaka towards the end of the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971 that led to the speedy surrender of Pakistan forces. Where in Bangladesh did this para drop take place? Question 22. Photo of transport aircraft C-17 Globemaster, which was the mainstay of the recent operation undertaken by the Indian Air Force when it evacuated 4,415 Indian nationals and 28 others from combat zones of Iran and Israel. What was this operation codenamed? Write down the code name of the operation. Question 23. These were two brothers, Denzel the elder and Trevor the younger, both air heroes of the 1965 Indo-Pak War. Both won Veer Chakras for shooting down Pakistani F-86 Sabre jets, flying fallen gnats. What was their surname? A legendary heroes of the Indian Air Force. Question 24. This is an image of the Royal Indian Navy mutiny of 1946, when the rebellious naval ratings in Bombay were joined by civilians, leading to a large-scale uprising which proved catalytical in the hasty departure of the British and freedom for the country. The mutineers were eventually persuaded to surrender by the political leadership, ending the revolt. Who was the political leader who negotiated the surrender with the mutineers? Write down the name of the political leader. Question 25. This is the photo of Lieutenant Commanders Dilna and Rupa, the two women officers of the Indian Navy who recently completed circumnavigation of the globe in a double-handed mode in the sailing vessel INSV Tarini, the first from India to accomplish the feat. Where did the flag-in ceremony at the end of the expedition take place? An easy one if you've been following the news. Question 26. This is the photo of INS Kuru Sura Submarine Museum, the first of its kind in South Asia. It is an actual submarine that served in the Indian Navy with distinction for 31 years, hauled up on land and modified into a museum to give the visitors the underwater feeling. Where in India is this located? Question 27. This is the picture of INS Kamorta, one of the smallest vessels used by the Indian Navy on multiple roles as fast attack craft, escort ships and missile boats. What type of vessel is this? Question 28. This is the picture of India's largest artificial island, where an important naval base is located and houses the headquarters of one of Indian Navy's regional commands. Where in India does this island exist? Only amongst teammates discussion is permitted. Question 29. This is the photo of an Indian main battle tank advancing towards Kulna in Bangladesh during the 1971 war. This is one of the post-World War II Soviet T-series tanks, which was the most powerful weapon Indian Army fielded in Bangladesh. What tank is it? Write down the name of the tank. The last question, question 30. This is the photo of a jeep-mounted anti-tank gun of the Indian infantry. CQMH Abdul Hamid was posthumously awarded PVC in the 1965 Indo-Pak War for knocking out several enemy tanks with this type of gun before being hit himself. What is this weapon called? Okay, please be seated while your answer sheets are collected by our organizing team. Volunteers are requested to please collect the answer sheets. Yeah. And kindly do not go out for your tea break till I get a confirmation from the control desk that all your answer sheets have been collected. Dear students, once the papers have been collected, and I will request you to move out for your tea break, kindly go outside, turn to the right, and your tea will be laid out onto my right. Okay? Kindly exit and go to the right side.
Mesopotamia, from North Africa and Italy to Burma. Nearly 4 million soldiers of the Indian Army fought overseas during the two world wars, and 150,000 of them perished. The origin of that army, which constituted the largest voluntary force in each of those wars, dates back to the 1700s, when the English East India Company, EIC, began recruiting sepoy levies in the Carnatic and Gangetic plains, and later in West and Northwest India. Initially raised as three presidency armies, Madras, Bengal and Bombay, they were later amalgamated to form a single one that, through years of constant battling, molded itself into a magnificent fighting force with few equals in the world. Following the trend, a sea arm took shape which was eventually to form the Indian Navy, its genesis marked by the induction of Indian sailors into the Bombay Marine, a force created by the EIC in the early 1600s to protect its coastal interests. Then, over the years, as aerial combat evolved, Indian flyers also took to the skies, the fledgling Indian Air Force cutting its teeth in the bloody frontier wars of the Northwest, in which were once engaged the Royal Flying Corps. The gallant traditions of unflinching courage under fire, these intrepid soldiers, sailors, and airmen wove in blood, continue to inspire their worthy descendants in India's armed forces, who have risen to the occasion time and time again since independence to write their own chapters of valor and sacrifice while defending the nation's integrity. Yet, the country at large remains barely conscious of its prowess in arms and glorious military heritage. Even the many glorious Indian feats of arms after independence, from Zojila to Bondila, and Philora to Bogra, and Basantar and Tiger Hill, have already faded into obscurity in the country's collective consciousness. Colors of Glory seeks to fill this gap by promoting awareness of India's proud military heritage, while popularizing literature and art forms with a military theme, opening vistas of military tourism and memorializing battles and war heroes.
Thank you. Can we now have the visual statement as well? Results meaning he's going to show you the answers, okay? And then you can mentally evaluate how we have all fared. And that's going to be followed by us calling out who's going to, occupy the six hot seats over here. And then the top 10 who are not going to be here but almost made it, okay? So over to you, sir, for the answers.
Thank you, Samyukta. Sir, can we have the answer slides, Binu sir? Okay. The 30 questions, we will go through the answers so that you know how you fared, and then we will announce the finalists and the 10 top teams after that. We'll start off from question 1. Your answers coming up right now. Name the place where this was located, and the answer is Bawalpur to question 1. Question 2, the TRF and which is the larger terror organization was the question, and the answer to that is Lashkar-e-Toiba. How many of you got it right? Quite a few. Yeah, I saw the answers. Question 3, name of the province, which is, what is the province called was the question, and the answer is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. I don't think too many of you got it right. Going on to question 4, the main Indian regiment involved in the clash was the Bihar regiment. Question 5, who is the chief advisor, who is anti-India? Quite a few correct answers had come. Muhammad Yunus. Some of you had written MD Yunus. All those who have written MD Yunus have also been given the correct marks. Yeah. Many of you, whoever got the correct answer, please clap, so that we know how, if you got the correct answer. If you haven't got it, don't clap. Okay. Name of the port in the Balochistan province was Gwadar Port. Okay, quite a few got it right. Going on to question 7. The principal, what is the coast called where this battle group? It is the Makran coast. Very few got this right. Okay. 8. The Indian Navy destroyer which carried out these operations was INS Surat. Yeah, this also quite a few got this right. Which is the strait was the question, and the answer to that is the Malacca Strait. Yeah, quite a few of you had got this also correct. Question 10. Which aircraft was this officer flying? Many of you had got this right. MiG-21 Bison. Those who had written MiG-21 have also been given the mark. Yeah. UAV. Yeah, quite a few of you had got this correct. It was unmanned aerial vehicle. Yeah. Quite a few of you had got this right. 12. The US built heavy lift transport helicopter with the Indian Air Force is the CH-47 Chinook. Those of you who had written just Chinook have also been given marks. Question 13. Name, including type and version, we had asked, was the tank used in the operation. It is a M5 Stuart light tank. Those who have written Stuart tank have also been given the marks, and even if you have not written M5, you have been given the mark. Question 14, very simple question. The answer is the artillery. Quite a few had got this right. Question 15, which regiment did he and his men belong to? The heroes of Rizangla was the Kumaon regiment. Yes. Quite a few of this, you had got it right. Well done. Question 16. Armed service, which is used for clearing the minefield, is the Corps of Engineers. You are sitting here in this auditorium of the Madras Engineering Group. Question 17. Armed service for stocks of ammunition to the troops is Army Ordnance Corps or AOC. So anybody who's written just AOC has also been given the marks. Question 18, which infantry regiment did Captain Saurabh Kalia belong to? And the answer is the Jat regiment. Not too many of you have got this right. Okay, name of the general accepting the Pakistani surrender was Lieutenant General Jagjit Singh Arora. Those of you who written just Arora or JS Arora have also been given the marks. Question 20, the world's largest helicopter, and the answer is the Mi-26. Those of you who have written just Mi-26 have also been awarded marks. Question 21, where did this para drop take place inside Bangladesh? And the answer is Tangail. Very few got this right. 22, operation code name was Operation Sindhu. Some of you have written Sindoor and got it wrong. Sindoor was the one which just took place. This was Operation Sindhu. 23, the heroes of the Air Force, the brothers' surname is Killer. Yeah, quite a few of you had got this right. Well done. 24, who was the political leader who negotiated the surrender? The political leader name is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Yeah, quite a few of you had got it right. Well done. 25, answer, end of the expedition flagging ceremony took place at Goa. Very, very surprisingly, very few got this right. Question 26. This is the, where in India is this museum located? And the answer is, yeah, Vishakhapatnam. Quite a few of you had got this correct. Question 27, what type of vessel? Answer, corvette, yes. Quite a few of this, you students have got this correct. Well done, well done. Question 28. Where in India does this island exist, which is the headquarter? Kochi. Yes. About 8 correct answers. What was this tank? The tank is the T-55. Again, very few had got it right. Surprisingly, quite an easy one. And the last, yeah, what was this weapon? It is the recoilless gun. Those who had written RCL have also been given your marks. Okay, now that's over. Eagerly expected, the finalists will be announced just now by the Master of Ceremonies. Over to you, Samyukta.
Colonel sir, I'm going to keep the best for the last. So I'm going to start off with the top 10.
Okay, the top 10 teams. These are the 10 teams which have scored highest after the first 6 teams. Those teams are being announced now. The 6 teams which have made it to the finals will be announced later.
Yeah.
Announced teams to kindly stand up and the others to please give them a big hand. Yes, Samyukta.
Starting with team number 9.
Team number 9, kindly rise. Okay.
Team number 14.
Team number 14.
17.
Can you give the school also, please? School is... Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
20.
Team 20. Please give them a big hand, all of
21.
you, please.
24.
Team 24.
28.
Team 28.
40.
40. Well done. Please give them a big hand.
63.
Huh?
63 and 94. These teams came very close, so little more hard work, and you're going to be in the you could be in the top 6 next year. Now coming to the people who are going to be on stage. So as and when I call out your team, please come to the stage. Request you to come to the stage, okay? So the first team who scored the highest of 18 marks is team number 80. 80.
Team 80. Give them a big hand, please.
They will henceforth be known as team number 1.
Team 80, please come up. Come.
Team 80 will continue as team number 1 henceforth. Can we have team number 18, 1-8, who also scored
Team
18?
1-8. Team number 18, please come up on stage.
They will be team number 2 henceforth. Next is team number... 18 would be team number 2. The next team is team number 48, who scored 17.
Team 48. Please give them a big hand. They will now be battling it out in the finals. Please give them a big hand.
Team number 48 will henceforth be team number 3. And then we have team number 85, who scored 17.
Team 85.
They will henceforth be team number 4. Now, team number 15, who scored 16 marks, they're going to be team number 5. The last team, any guesses?
Any guesses who's team
Any
number
guesses?
6?
Call out your number if you think it's you. Who said 27? It's your team only, come.
Come, well done, very good. Very confident.
See, that is confidence, okay? They
Good
scored
confidence,
16.
yeah.
Can we have an applause for that level of confidence?
Yeah. Okay, just to cross-check, team number 1, what is your team number?
Original team number.
Original team number, please give out. Team number 2?
0, 18, 48, 85, 15, okay, and 27, correct? Yes.
Okay, control desk.
Turn on.
Yes.
You want to just, it's on, just say your school name.
Army Public School AC Center and College.
Louder.
APS AC Center and College.
Army Public School.
AC Center and College.
APS KKR.
NPS Kalkere.
Loudly, please.
National Public School, Kalkeri. Okay. Loudly, boys.
Army Public School, K. Kamraj Road.
Come.
APS KKR.
Rashtriya Military School, Bangalore.
Oh. Okay. Very good. Pay careful attention to me, all right? In case you have any queries after I've finished off with the rules, kindly ask. Because before we start, I want all the finalists to be absolutely clear with the rules. Okay. Now, the quiz will consist of a total of 36 questions, out of which the first 24 will be straight answer questions. Clear till now? Now, the 24 straight answer questions, I will first give you the scoring pattern and the sequence for the 24 questions. Scoring pattern is very simple. If you get it correct, you get 10 marks. If you get it wrong or do not answer the question, you do not get any marks, and there is no negative marking. Got it? So, I suggest even if you do not know, you can always take a chance because there is no negative marking. Now, as far as sequence is concerned, the 36 questions will go like this. I will start off with the question going to team 1. If you do not answer it, or if you get it wrong, the question will be passed to team 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And after the cycle is over, it will come in the reverse order with the question being given to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear? So this sequence will be followed for all the 36 questions. Now coming to the timing, this is very important. Your answers will be timed. And the timing will happen like this. Now, theoretically, I'll take an example. Suppose I pose this question to team 1. Which was the year in which India gained independence? At the end of this question, I will say, your time starts now. The timer is there. On my thing of now, he will start his stopwatch. Clear, all of you? And when he starts his stopwatch, you get 30 seconds to answer the question. You can consult between each other and then give the answer to the question. Clear? In case you give the wrong answer before this 30 seconds, we will not pass the question to team 2 immediately. We will wait for the 30 seconds to be over, and then when he rings the bell, can you ring the bell so that, can you all hear it? That is the timer. So after the 30 seconds are over, it will be passed to team 2. When the question comes to the next team, I will give a brief pause, right, for you to answer the question. If you have not answered it, then it will pass to team 3. Clear? As far as the timing is concerned, any questions? If there are, please ask me. Okay. Now, between the two of you, only one answer will be permitted, right? You cannot give a second answer. And between the two of you, only one student to answer the question. So, between the two teams, please nominate who is to answer the question. If both of you answer the question at the same time, then as the quiz master, it is up to me to either take the question or pass it on to the next team. Clear so far, all of you? Okay, now audience question is also there. Usually it does not happen. In case all the 6 teams have not been able to answer the question will pass to the audience, right? Now, for sake of that, it has been divided into 4 segments. The first 2 rows here are segment 1. The rows behind that are segment 2. Coming to my right, first 2 rows are segment 4, and the teams after the second row are segment 3. Segment 1, 2, 3, and 4. Clear? Now, how the audience question will come? The question would have already been, question will be flashed on the slide. I will also read it out, and after that, I will say your time starts now. If all 6 have not answered, then I will say the question passes on to audience segment 1. Now, what you're supposed to do is not shout out the answer. Please wait in your seats. Our volunteers will come and hand you a slip of paper. On that slip of paper, write your team number and write the answer which you think is correct and hand it back to the volunteer. It will be taken to the control desk and assessed for its correctness. In case you got the correct answer, you will be given a cash prize during the prize distribution ceremony. A warm welcome to the Commandant. Welcome, sir. You have 30 seconds to answer the question, right? If you answer before time, we will wait for the 30 seconds to be over and the bell is rung and we'll pass it on to team 2. Question 1 coming up of the finals. Question 1. Within a week of India and Pakistan becoming independent in August 1947, the Pakistan army put into action an operation whereby it was to raise a tribal militia from Pashtun tribesmen to launch an invasion of Kashmir in October. What was this plan codenamed? Your time starts now.
Operation Gibraltar.
Gibraltar is the wrong answer. Wait for the 30 seconds, please. Team 2, your...
Operation Gulmarg.
Absolutely right. Very well done. Well begun is half done. Operation Gulmarg was indeed the right answer. Going on to question 2. The main point of contention between India and China, which led to the war between the 2 countries in 1962, was China not recognizing a line that India proclaimed as the international border between the 2. What was this line? Question 2, your time starts now.
McMahon line.
Absolutely, well done. McMahon line is indeed the right answer. Picking up the 10 points, your total 20 now. Question 3 coming up. In early August 1965, Pakistan launched a covert operation to annex the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, codenamed Operation Gibraltar, wherein their soldiers disguised as civilians infiltrated the state, attempting to incite a rebellion by the populace. The operation boomeranged when the locals refused to collaborate and reported them, resulting in their capture by the Indian army, which then went on to cross the ceasefire line and capture various enemy posts to preempt any such further attempts. Pakistan then launched an all-out invasion of Jammu and Kashmir under another operation. What was this second operation codenamed? Team 3, your time starts now.
Operation Grand Slam.
Absolutely right. Operation Grand Slam, said Team 3. That is indeed the right answer. Going on to team question 4. Question 4 to team 4, a US-sponsored resolution in the UN Security Council at the commencement of the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971 to restrain India from its offensive at the behest of Pakistan for fear of defeat was not passed because of the USSR vetoing it. A 11th hour desperate appeal by the foreign minister of Pakistan as their forces faced imminent defeat proved futile too. Because the war had already ended with Pakistani surrender, the frustrated foreign minister, who would eventually replace the discredited military dictator General Yahya Khan, tore up his speech, walked out of the council, vowing to fight India for 1,000 years. Who was this foreign minister? Team 4, your time starts now.
So, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.
Bang on! Zulfikar Ali Bhutto is indeed the right answer, picking up a valuable 10 points. Question number 5 going to team 5. Pakistan began permitting European mountaineering expeditions to Siachen Glacier from 1950s, using a cartographic misrepresentation of depicting the region as their territory in their maps, in violation of their ceasefire line agreement with India after the First Kashmir War of 1947-48. To counter this mischief, the Indian Army mounted an expedition headed by the commandant of its high-altitude warfare school, which exposed Pakistani double-dealing, leading India to eventually occupying the strategic passes guarding the region and the ongoing protracted war. Who was the commandant of horse who led this expedition? Question 5, your time starts now.
Brigadier Usman.
You said Brigadier Usman. I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. Please wait for the mandatory 30 seconds and the question passes to team 6. After the 30 seconds, please. Yes, team 6. No answer. Passes to team 1. No answer. Passes to team 2.
Colonel Narendra Kumar.
Fantastic. Colonel Bull Narendra Kumar. We have the answer. Before I go on to the next question, for the interest of the students, he was known as Bull Narendra Kumar. And how he got his nickname was when he was in the Defense Academy during his training. There was a boxing bout he had with Rodriguez, who later became the Chief of Army Staff. Though he lost the bout, such was his tenacity and ferocity when he fought Rodriguez, who was 6 inches taller than him, that they nicknamed him Bull. A legendary mountaineer who did the cartographic mapping of Siachen Glacier, and it was because of his actions that we retain the Siachen Glacier now. Going on to the next question, question 6. In February 1999, barely 2 months before the outbreak of the Kargil War between India and Pakistan, the two countries signed a joint declaration promising to find a peaceful bilateral solution to the Kashmir conflict. What was this declaration called? Team 6, your time starts now.
Tashkent Agreement.
No, Tashkent Agreement is not the right answer. We wait for the mandatory 30 seconds before it passes to team 1. Please wait for 30 seconds.
Lahore Agreement.
Yes, Lahore Declaration is indeed the right answer, picking up a very valuable 10 points. Now we will wait for the scores. Now at the end of every 6 questions, which is considered a segment, we will have the scores compiled and the scores will be read out from the control desk. This is to ensure all of you know how you are faring, and after the scores are announced at the end of any segment, if any team has any difference of opinion with the scores which have been spelled out at the control desk, kindly raise your issue then and there and not at the end of the quiz. Finalists clear on this? Okay. Please await the scores.
At the end of segment 1, team 1, 10 points. Team 2 is leading with 30 points.
Give them a big hand, please.
Team 3 with 10 points. Team 4 with 10. And 5 and 6 are with 0, but you have many more segments from where they came from, so you can always catch up.
Okay. Next, question 7. Going to team 6. The United States of America firmly supported Pakistan during the Indo-Pak War of 1971, despite Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, meeting the President of the US during her diplomatic drive prior to the war, to appeal to world leaders to rein in Pakistan from the genocide they were perpetrating in East Pakistan, causing massive influx of refugees to India. Who was the US president who shunned India's concern? Team 6, your time starts now. Say it again.
JNF Kennedy.
No, that is the wrong answer. Please wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Question will pass to team 5.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton is the wrong answer. Question passes to team 4. Passes to team 3.
Richard Nixon.
Yeah, Richard Nixon is indeed the right answer, picking up a very valuable 10 points. Going on to question number 8 to team 5. Operation Jackpot was a large-scale operation undertaken by Muktiya Bahini, the armed wing of the Bengali freedom fighters supported by the Indian Armed Forces prior to the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971, wherein they sabotaged multiple maritime establishments of Pakistan in Bangladesh. The operation was led by Bengali submariners of the Pakistan Navy who had defected to join their Bengali brethren in their fight for freedom. While they were serving abroad, the Pakistani submarine PNS Mangrove then docked at a port city in France. Name the port city. Team 5, your time starts now. Say it louder, please.
Marseille.
No, Marseille is not the right answer. Question passes to team 4. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Paris.
Paris is the wrong answer. Passes to team 3.
Bordeaux.
No, the wrong answer. Balto.
Nandes.
No, wrong answer. Landil. No. Team 6.
Bordeaux.
No, wrong answer. Passes to the audience, segment 1. Volunteers kindly carry the slips. You can talk amongst your teammates, write down the answer which you think is correct and pass it on to the control desk. We will now wait for the slips to be collected and given to the control desk before we move on to the next question.
If you wish to answer, raise your hand so you will get a slip.
Only, no, I said segment 1, please. Hold on, you're giving it to the wrong segment. Segment is 1, is on the left, the first 2 rows. Only the first 2 rows on the left. Yeah, maroon, seating in the maroon on the left only. Seated in maroon on the left only. Yes, sir. Volunteers are requested to blindly hand over the slips to the control desk. The answer is too long. Toulon. Answer is too long. Yeah, your time is over now. No more, please. Volunteers are requested to deposit the slips now. The answers are being checked by the organizers. Your slips will be checked for the correctness and you will be given your cash prizes if correct during the prize distribution ceremony. I hope you have all written your team numbers on the answers. Nobody has got it right, and you will find the answer coming up. The answer is the port city of Toulon. Unfortunately, neither the audience nor the finalists got it. Going on to question number 9. Question number 9 going to team 4. During the Kerala floods of 2018, the Indian Navy rescued a pregnant lady, Sajita Jabil, in advanced labor from a rooftop wherein a Navy helicopter lowered a gynecologist, Dr. Tamanna Shenoy, to examine the lady before she was hauled up into the helicopter, hovering above steadily in precarious weather condition, and rushed to the Naval Hospital in Kochi for a safe delivery. Who piloted this helicopter? Name the pilot. Team 4, your time starts now.
Sir, pass.
Pass. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds, and the question passes to team 3. Passes to team 2. Passes to team 1. To team 6. Okay. Audience question, no, not segment 1. Those seated in the blue seats, segment 2, the volunteers are bringing the slips. Write the answer which you think is correct and your team number, please. Time is over now. The slips to be deposited to the control desk for checking the answers, please. Okay. One team has answered, given the name Varma. The actual answer will be coming up now. Can I have the answer, please, sir? Commander Vijay Varma. One of the teams have written Commander Varma, and we are giving the cash prize
Team
to
number 51.
Team number 51 will be given the cash prize for the correct answer. Please give him a big hand. Okay. Please stand up. The team to stand up. Okay. Next question coming up. Question to Team 3. During the 1971 Indo-Pak War on the Western Front, a Pakistan Army Corps advancing to cut off Indian transport line between Punjab and Jammu was met with fierce resistance by a numerically inferior Indian Army Corps, which not only stopped the enemy on their tracks but pushed them back to threaten Sialkot in Pakistan. The engagement saw intense fighting that lasted right till the end of the war and recorded heavy casualties on both sides. A battle that took place on the closing day of the war during this engagement is considered the hottest battle of the entire war and deemed a great Indian victory. Which was this battle? Team 3, your time starts now.
Battle of Basantar.
Fantastic! It was indeed the Battle of Basantar. And before I go on to the next question, I will take a couple of minutes to tell you some very interesting facts about this Battle of Basantar. Have all of you noticed what is the name of this auditorium which you are all sitting here? Yes. And why do you think this is named as the Basantar Auditorium? Because 9 Engineer Regiment played a stellar and a very, very heroic role in the Battle of Basantar. Now, most of you, when we talk of the Battle of Basantar and we talk of, gallantry awards, the first name that springs to the mind is Second Lieutenant Arun Ketrapal, who got the Paramveer Chakra, the 21-year-old lad fighting from his tank. But what most of us do not know, that his father, Brigadier Ketrapal, was a Madras Sapper too. And the qualities of duty, honor and country he imbibed from a sapper officer who commanded one of the field companies, which was later, I believe, commanded by Major General Jose Manavalan, the ex-commandant of MEG and Center. And this engineer regiment was the most decorated regiment in the 1971 war. They won 1 Mahavir Chakra, and this officer who won the Mahavir Chakra did it posthumously and made the supreme sacrifice in minefield operations. Amongst the 3 VRCs which were given, Lieutenant Colonel Pandit, who was a CO9 Engineer Regiment at that time, for his cool-headedness and his operations was awarded this. He is now 95 years old. He rose to the rank of a Lieutenant General and is sprightly as ever and settled in Pune. They got 2 honors, the Battle Honor of Basantar and the Theatre Honor of Punjab. Truly a remarkable job under fire. Please give a big hand to 9 Engineer Regiment. So that was the Battle of Basantar. I had to take a little more time, and you're all sitting on hallowed grounds, so I took this 2 minutes to talk about it. When you go out, you'll see the whole thing depicted here in case you take time to read it. Going on to the next question, question 11. What was the motto of the Indian National Army? Team 2, your time starts now. It can either be in Hindi or English.
इत्तेफाक इत्तेहाद कुर्बानी.
Fantastic! Could you repeat it again loudly?
इत्तेफाक इत्तेहाद कुर्बानी.
Absolutely right, picking up a valuable 10 points. That is the answer for you. It means concord, faith and sacrifice. Question 12 coming up to Team 1. Among the multiple strategic air bases of Pakistan hit by India on 10 May 2025, during the second phase of Operation Sindoor, there was one which was just 10 kilometers away from Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan, and right next to the Pakistan Army headquarters. It is a crucial Pakistan Air Force asset with its Strategic Planes Division responsible for Pakistan's nuclear arsenal in its close proximity. The precision targeting of this airbase by the Indian Air Force was one of the principal factors that forced Pakistan to request for ceasefire. Which was this airbase? Team 1, your time starts now.
Rahim Yar Khan.
You said Rahim Yar Khan?
Yes.
I'm afraid that is the wrong answer. Kindly wait for the mandatory 30 seconds before it passes to Team 6. Yes?
Noor Khan Air Base.
Noor Khan Air Base, absolutely right. Picking up a valuable 10 points. Well done, Team 6. Next question coming up. Okay. That's a segment, so we'll wait for the scores.
At the end of segment 2, we have a tie with 3 teams, Team 1, Team 4 and Team 6, who have all scored 10 points. Team 2 is leading with 40 points.
Give them a big hand.
Team 3 is 30. Yeah. And Team 5 is yet to score anything. But, being on stage itself is huge and you're all trying. So, continue.
Segment 3. Question 13 coming up to Team 1 again. In March-April 1987, Pakistan Army Special Forces, in a spectacular feat of mountaineering, occupied a 21,000 feet high peak in Siachen Glacier and established a post they named Qaid Post after Qaid-e-Azam, the founder of the nation. The post overlooked one of the strategic passes occupied by the Indian Army since 1984 and could direct artillery fire onto it. On 26th of June 1987, 6 Indian soldiers out of a 60-strong force that had set out to dismantle the post, led by Naik Subadar Bana Singh, outdid the enemy when they climbed the height and stormed the post, capturing it. The post was then renamed Bana Post in honor of the leader of the daring 6, who was later awarded the PVC. Which strategic pass does this post overlook? Team 1, your time starts now. Passes to Team 2.
Saltoro Ridge.
Saltoro Ridge is unfortunately the wrong answer. Passes to Team 3.
Belafondla.
Belafondla, very well done, Team 3. Picking up a very, very valuable 10 points. Belafondla is indeed the right answer. Question 14 coming up to Team 2. Indian Peacekeeping Force IPKF was inducted into Sri Lanka as per the Indo-Sri Lanka Peace Accord of 1987 to end the civil war in that country. Instead, it had to fight a war that lasted more than 2 years, braving heavy casualties because the Tamil militant group LTTE, not being a signatory to the accord, refused to lay down arms, although its adversary, the Sri Lankan army, withdrew from the conflict zone as mandated by the accord. The IPKF successfully restricted the LTTE to their jungle hideouts and made an election in the region possible. However, with the changing political equations of VP Singh becoming India's PM and a new president assuming power in Sri Lanka. It was withdrawn in 1990 before completing its mission. Who was the new president of Sri Lanka? Team 2, your time starts now.
Jayavardhan.
I am afraid Jayavardhane is the wrong answer. Please wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Passes on to team 3. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds, please. No negative marking, you can take a chance. Too long, passes to team 4. Passes to team 5, team 4 passes.
Srimati Bandarnaike.
No, that is the wrong answer. Bandaranaike is the wrong answer. Passes to team 1. Okay, goes to segment 3, the blue in the right side. Request the volunteers to please take the answer slips to them. The finalists have not been able to answer. It's an audience question now. Yes, the slips have been collected and they are being checked at the control desk. Time is up. No more slips, please. No more. Time is over.
Any of you want water? Water.
Okay, since the slips have been collected, we will flash the answer while the control desk is compiling their answers. Can we have the answer, please, sir? 7 have got it right. Answer is being flashed on the screen. It is Rana Singhe Premadasa. So 7 teams have got it correct, and you will pick up some valuable cash prize at the end of the quiz. Can we have the next question coming up, sir? Too long. The previous team 42, please rise. Team 42. Yeah, you have got it right. Your slip was on the floor. It has been found. You will also be given a cash prize. Well done. Congratulations. Okay. We'll have the next question coming up. Question 15 going to team 3. The disastrous heliborne assault on Jaffna University campus at the beginning of the IPKF operations in Sri Lanka aimed to nab the LTTE leadership, in which an infantry platoon was wiped out, saw a company of para-commandos pinned down in a football field until rescued the next day by an armored regiment advancing along an adjacent rail track. Which was this armored regiment? T3, your time starts now.
Second Armored Regiment.
Second Armored Regiment, unfortunately, is the wrong answer. Passes to team 4. Kindly wait for the mandatory 30 seconds before attempting to answer.
Punjab Regiment.
No, that is not an armored regiment. Passes to team 5.
17th Pune Horse.
No, 17 Pune Horse, unfortunately, is the wrong answer. Passes to team 6.
7th Armored Regiment.
7 Armored Regiment is unfortunately the wrong answer. Passes.
49th Armored Regiment.
You said 49?
Yeah.
No, wrong answer. Passes to team 2.
23rd Armored Regiment.
No, that is also wrong. So again, it passes to the 4th segment. And again, we will request the volunteers to pass the slips to segment 4. Segment 4 is the one sitting only in the red seats, not in the blue seats.
A request from the scorers, when they are writing the answers, please write the team numbers. We have answers with no team numbers.
Write your team numbers also, because we are getting answers here without the team numbers being written. So even if you got the right answer, unfortunately, the organizers will not be able to give you your cash prizes. Please write your answers and the team numbers. Request the students.
Students, I have an announcement. Please make sure your phones are switched off. Please turn it off and put it in your school bags. Please do not take pictures of the screen. You were informed of this at the beginning of the quiz. Kindly follow the rules. Thank you.
7 teams have got the answer correct, and the answer is 65 Armored Regiment. Answer coming up. Okay, great. Next question coming up now, question 16. Going to team 4. Early 1999, while the Prime Ministers of India and Pakistan were discussing peace, Pervez Musharraf, the chief of Pakistan Army, was plotting behind his Prime Minister's back to have his troops covertly occupy some peaks across the Indian border, which eventually led to the Kargil War. Despite losing that war, Musharraf managed to overthrow the Prime Minister in a coup and take over power. Who was this Prime Minister who was overthrown? Team 4, your time starts now.
Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif.
Absolutely right, bang on, picking up 10 points. Nawaz Sharif is indeed the right answer. Question 17 coming up to team 5. The Indian Army formation in overall command of the operations during the Kargil War of 1999 was 15 Corps. Who was the commander of this corps during the war? Team 5, your time starts now. Name of the 15 Corps commander.
General VP Malik.
No, the wrong answer. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Yes, team 6, your chance. Passes to team 1.
Brigadier Kushal Thakur.
Sorry?
Brigadier Kushal Thakur.
No, that is wrong, the wrong answer. It's not a brigadier. Corps commander is of a rank of a lieutenant general. Pass. Goes to team 3.
A.S. Vaidya.
No, Vaidya is not the right answer. Team 4 is passed? Okay. Goes to the audience again to section 1. Those in the blue seats, there are maroon seats on the left side. And you will be given only 30 seconds to write down your team numbers also, please. 10 seconds. No, 30 seconds for collection to the. Nobody has got it right. The answer is coming up. It is Lieutenant General Kishan Pal. Question 18 coming up. The last in this segment. Can we, going to team 6, name the largest ethnic group of Manipur primarily settled in the Imphal Valley region. Team 6, your time starts now.
Mizo tribe.
Mizo, unfortunately, is the wrong answer. Question passes. Please wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Wait, I've already told them. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Yes?
The Kuki tribe. Kuki tribe.
Kuki is unfortunately the wrong answer. Passes to team 2.
Methi tribe.
Yup, you have got it right, picking up another valuable 10 points. Methi tribe is indeed the right answer. We will wait for the scores now.
Hello. Yeah. At the end of segment 3, we have team 1 with 10 points, team 2 with 50 points, still leading.
Team 2 is leading, give them a big hand.
Team 3 very close with 40 points. Team 4 with 20. Team 5 yet to score. And team 6 with 10.
All right, we'll now go to segment 4. These are pictorial questions coming up. Question 19 going to team 6 again. This is a vehicle used by troops at Siachen Glacier, vital for the survival. The army had to appeal for years before the government sanctioned procurement of these. That too only when a dynamic defense minister ordered the insensitive bureaucrats to go and live in the glacier to explain the hardships the troops undergo. Who was this defense minister? Team 6, your time starts now.
George Fernandez.
Perfect. George Fernandez is indeed the right answer, picking up a very, very valuable 10 points. In fact, George Fernandez is said to have visited the Siachen Glacier 17 times. After he went the first time and he saw what the troops were undergoing, he made it a point, and every time he visited, there was some positive outcome for the troops out there. I mean, very, very good defense minister as far as Siachen was concerned. Going on to question 20. To team 5, this is a photo of the Madras sappers in action in the 1947-48 Indo-Pak War, when they built a road in high altitude terrain against heavy odds in record time, which enabled the Indian Army to move tanks up in the first ever global instance of tanks being deployed at such a height to win a crucial battle and the war itself. Which was this battle? Team 5, your time starts now. Battle of Poonch, unfortunately, is the wrong answer. Kindly wait for the 30 seconds. Question passes to team 4. Yeah.
Battle of Zojila.
Absolutely right. Indeed, Battle of Zojila. Before I take on the next question, again, it was a tremendous job done by Major Thangaraja. He was commanding a field company and given this very, very difficult task of converting a mule track into a track which would take jeeps, and later it was able to take on the tanks. While everybody appreciates the tanks being at Zojila, very little recognition is given to this road which is named as Tangaraj Road. It was laid in record time under enemy fire, under most trying conditions, by the field company of Major Tangaraj. So this is something about the Battle of Zojila and the sappers which I thought I would bring out. Going on to the next question, question 21. This is a photo of one of the 2 aircraft carriers of the Indian Navy, INS Vikrant. The name Vikrant is a tribute to India's first aircraft carrier with the same name, decommissioned in January 1997. It was a ship of Britain's Royal Navy, had begun building during World War II, but remained incomplete when the war ended, which India purchased and completed for use. What was its name while with the Royal Navy? Team 4, your time starts now. Please wait for the buzzer. Please wait for the buzzer. Yes, please.
HMS Prince of Wales.
HMS Prince of Wales, unfortunately, is the wrong answer. Passes to team 2.
HMI is George.
No, George is unfortunately the wrong answer. Passes to team 1.
HMS Elizabeth. HMS Elizabeth.
No, Elizabeth is not the right answer. Passes to team 6.
HMS Hercules.
Yes, absolutely right. HMS Hercules is indeed the right answer, picking up a valuable 10 points, team 6. Next question coming up, question 22, goes to team 3. This is a photo of the 28th edition of the Joint Maritime Exercise Malabar, annually held, wherein navies of India, Australia, Japan, and the US participate. It was held in October 2024 in the Indian Ocean off the coast of a major Indian port city. Name the city. Team 3, your time starts now.
Vishakhapatnam.
Yes, Vishakhapatnam. I saw you conferring with each other. You got the answer right, picking up another valuable 10 points. Next question coming up. Question 23 goes to team 2. This is a picture of the historic air landing of troops in Srinagar by the Indian Air Force at the beginning of the first Kashmir War. Which aircraft did the Indian Air Force use in this operation? Now, before you answer question, your time has not started. Team 2, you should give not only the name of the aircraft, you should also give the version or the variant. If you give the name alone, it will be considered an incomplete answer and you will not get marks. All right, your time starts now.
Dakota 18.
Dakota?
18.
Sorry?
18. 1 8.
Dakota 18 is not the right answer. It passes to team 1.
Pass.
Passes to team 6.
Dakota DC3.
Bang on, Dakota DC3. That was a very difficult one. You also gave the version perfect. Dakota DC3 picking up 10 marks. Question 24, the last of the segment, goes to team 1. This is one of the world's most advanced attack helicopters, 22 of which was inducted into the Indian Air Force during 2019-20, and another 6 was scheduled to be inducted into the Indian Army Aviation Corps in July 2025 after a considerable delay in delivery, which is yet to take place. Name the helicopter, including the version. Team 1, your time starts now.
AH-64E Apache. AH-64E.
Very, very well done. AH-64E Apache, that was a difficult one and you've got it right, picking up 10 marks. Very well done. Difficult question, well attempted, well answered. Question 24, now we will wait for the scores, please.
As scorekeepers, we are really sweating it here because it's so close now. So we have in the lead team 2 and team 3 at 50 points.
Team 2 and 3 are tied at 50 points. And when I announce the rules for the next segment, it will get even more interesting because negative marking will be coming in.
And team 6, beautiful effort this segment. You caught up with 40. You're trailing behind very close. We have team 4 with 30, team 1 with 20, and team 5 yet to score.
Now we will be commencing with the multiple choice questions. Finalists, the rules will change as far as the multiple choice questions are concerned because there will be negative marking. I will explain the scoring pattern and the marking pattern. Kindly listen to it carefully. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay? The sequence and the other things will remain the same. Each question will have 4 choices, right? So if I start the question with team 1, you have 4 choices. If you get it right, you get 10 marks, right? If you get it wrong and it goes to you, you have 3 choices. If you get it right, you get 5 marks. If it comes to you, you have only 2 choices. If you get it right, you get 2 marks. So, right? So that is the scoring pattern. Now, there is negative marking also as far as this is concerned. It goes the other way around. -3 when you have 4 choices if you get it wrong. -5 if out of 3 choices you get it wrong. Or any team which gets it wrong, which it has only 2 choices, gets a -7. Is the scoring pattern clear? Any doubts, any of the finalists? As far as the rest of it is concerned, timing, everything remains the same, and there is no audience question as far as this segment is concerned. If none of them get it right, the answer will be given from the control desk. Yes, very, very hard question I should have given you. If you do not feel like taking on the question because you think you will get negative marks, then you can just pass the question. Your score remains at status quo. You do not get any plus, you do not get any minus. You have the option to pass, like 2 teams are tied now. So there may be an option where they say, I would take an option to pass and let me remain at status quo. Good question. Any other questions? Shall we start? This is a very, very interesting segment because this is where many of the teams can catch up and the teams on top may drop. All the best to all the teams. The multiple choice questions coming up now. Question 25 going again to team 1. In a United Nations peacekeeping mission, to which country did a paramedical contingent of the Indian Army jump into the combat zone with a US airborne formation in the 1950s? Was it Korea, Somalia, Congo, or Cambodia? Team 1, your time starts now. Quiet please in the audience.
Somalia.
Is the wrong answer. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Question passes to team 2. You have a choice of 3.
Korea.
Please wait, please wait, please wait, please wait for the buzzer.
Korea.
Absolutely right, picking up valuable points there. Question 25, the answer is indeed Korea. Going on to question 26. To Team 2, the insurgency in one of the following Northeast Indian states had its genesis in an agitation by its people in the 1960s in resentment of a neighboring state being granted statehood while they were not. Identify the state. Your time has not started. Now the state that you need to identify is the state which had its genesis in the agitation, not the neighboring state. I'm clarifying that. Your time starts now, Team 2.
Manipur.
Absolutely right. Picking up a very, very valuable 10 points, Team 2. It is indeed the right answer. Question 27 coming up to Team 3. Which of the following formations of the Indian Army was the one to enter Dhaka first during the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971, precipitating the Pakistani surrender? Was it 2 Corps, 33 Corps, 101 Communication Zone, or 4 Corps? Your time starts now. They have passed it. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds before you attempt to answer, Team 4.
33 corps advancing from northwest.
Unfortunately, that is the wrong answer. Question passes to Team 5.
Option 4.
Option 4, 4 Corps advancing from the southeast, and you've got it bang on. Well done, picking up valuable points on that. The answer is indeed 4 Corps advancing from the southeast. Question 28 coming up to Team 4. Operation Poomalai was a humanitarian mission undertaken by the Indian Air Force in June 1987, wherein 5 of its transport aircraft, protected by fighter jets, airdropped 25 tons of supplies to the Tamil population of the town of Jaffna in northern Sri Lanka, which was under siege by the Sri Lankan army fighting Tamil militants. Which of the following type of transport aircraft did the Indian Air Force use for this mission? You have a choice of 4. Pick your choice. Your time starts now, Team 4.
Pass.
Pass to Team 5.
Pass.
Pass. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds.
Antonov 32.
Absolutely right, Antonov 32. You seem to be really on the ball as far as this segment is concerned. Next question, AN 32 is the right answer. Next question coming up, question 29 to Team 5. Which of the following Indian Navy vessels is a landing ship tank? You have a choice of 4. Team 5, your time starts now. Audience, we can hear your whispers. Please keep quiet.
INS Gharial.
Say it loudly.
INS Gharial.
Yes, you are right. INS Gharial is indeed the right answer, picking up a valuable 10 points there. The last question of this segment coming up. Question 30 going to Team 6. Identify the type of naval vessel among the following that the Indian Navy does not have at present.
Option 3 minesweeper.
Option 3, minesweeper. He said it even before I could finish the question. Well done, very confident, picking up your marks. We will now have the scores coming up, please, before we move on to the last segment.
At the end of segment 5, okay, we have Team 2 with 65 leading.
Give them a big hand, please.
Yeah. And then Team 6 with 60 points in second place.
Very close.
Yeah. Then Team 3 with 50. Team 4 with 27. Team 1 with 17. And congratulations, Team 5, in opening your account with 15.
Very well done. It's now the last segment, and it's a neck-to-neck race between two teams. Let's see how they fare. Now, last segment, questions coming up. Question 31 goes to Team 6. What is the narrow stretch of sea between southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu and Jaffna district in the northern Sri Lankan province known as?
Quiet, please.
Quiet.
Park Strait.
Park Strait is indeed the right answer. Very, very well done. Picking up a valuable 10 points for that. Question 32, going to team 5. Which British Navy aircraft carrier was the Royal Air Force F-35B fighter jet that made an emergency landing at Thiruvananthapuram Airport in June 2025 operating from? Amongst the choice of 4, please give me your answer. Team 5, your time starts now. Please wait for the 30-second bell. It's been passed to team 4. Team 4, please wait.
HMS Queen Elizabeth.
I am afraid that is the wrong answer. Passes to team 3.
HMS Prince of Wales.
Yes, Prince of Wales is indeed the right answer. Catching up with the other team, very well done. I told you this would be an interesting segment. Next question, Prince of Wales is indeed the right answer. Question 33, going to team 4. Where is the Western Air Command of the Indian Air Force located? You have 4 cities. Take your pick. Team 4, your time starts now.
Ambala. Ambala.
Ambala, I am afraid, is the wrong answer. Question passes to team 3. New Delhi, Ambala, Amritsar or Pathankot. Ambala has already been given out. You have 3 choices. Pass to team 2. Pass to team 1.
New Delhi.
New Delhi is the right answer. Picking up a valuable 5 points for that. Indeed the right answer. Question 34, going to team 3. An officer of the Indian Air Force fought a grueling air battle during the 1971 Indo-Pak War, defending an airfield when he shot down one enemy aircraft and damaged another until outnumbered 4-1, and was shot down himself to posthumously earn the first and only Paramveer Chakra of the Indian Air Force. Which airfield was he defending? There is a choice of 4 cities. Team 3, your time starts now.
Srinagar.
Indeed the right answer. Very, very well done. You seem to be on fire as far as this round is concerned. Srinagar is the right answer. Last but one question coming up. Question 35, going to team 2. Which of the following Soviet/Russian built tanks was the first to be inducted into the Indian Army? You have a choice of 4. Team 2, your time starts now.
T-72.
Afraid it's the wrong answer. Goes to team 1. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds, please. Wait for the mandatory 30 seconds.
PT-76.
Absolutely right, picking up valuable points. PT-76 is an amphibious tank and the first to be inducted. The last question of the quiz coming up now to team 1. Which of the following aircraft has been in service with the Indian Air Force for the longest period? Take a choice of the 4 which is given there.
Jaguar.
Right. Before I could say your time starts now, you said Jaguar. With that, we come to the end of the quiz, and I will request the control desk to compile the scores and then spell out the scores. After the scores have been spelled out, I would request the finalists to kindly move to your seats in the audience, because we will be rearranging the stage for the presentation ceremony. The scores, once they announce. They are announcing the scores.
At the end of the entire quiz, at the 6th place, we have team number 5 with 15 points.
Give them a big hand.
At 5th place, we have team number 4 with 21 points. At 4th place, we have team number 1 with 37 points. Now moving on to the top 3. At 3rd place, we have team number 2 with 62 points. At 2nd place, we have team number 2 with 65 points.
Very narrow margin. Give a big hand for the runners up, please.
Sorry. Team
Or
3. Team 3 with 65 points. And first place, someone who caught up, team number 6.
Very well done.
Their team was the most confident from the beginning.
Yeah, request the students, finalists to kindly take your seats. I will now hand over the proceedings to the Master of Ceremonies, Samyukta.
For the day, Brigadier Ajay Singh Thakur, Commandant, Madras Engineer Group and Center. An alumnus of St. Edward's School, Shimla and the National Defence Academy, Brigadier Thakur was commissioned to the 1 Armoured Regiment of the Madras Sappers in June 1992 to commence his career as a troop commander and intelligence officer. He climbed up the hierarchy through a series of important appointments as the second in command of the field company, a company commander with the Rashtriya Rifles, officer commanding an assault engineer squadron, second in command of the engineer regiment and the commanding officer of the 203 engineer regiment. He went on to excel in his career, commanding an engineer brigade as an instructor at the College of Military Engineering and multiple other significant staff and command appointments, including ones as additional director at the headquarters, Defence Research, Development Organization, and chief engineer at Udhampur Zone. The brigadier has performed extremely well in a multitude of professional courses, including the prestigious ones at the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington. Married to Mrs. Mridula Singh, the couple is blessed with 2 daughters, Deboshia and Anarghya. May I now request you, sir, to address the participants?
Respected veterans, organizers of the Colors of Glory Foundation, parents, I believe some parents also here, and the young school students. It's always a privilege to address the bright young citizens of our great nation, and because in you we see our future. There's something common between the students here and the army. Can anybody guess what it is? What does army stand for? Army stands for nation building. It's not just security. And you all are also our nation builders of the future. So that is the connect that you have. Some of you would be wanting to join the armed forces, but I would tell that each one of you should carry that spirit of the uniform that is there, and that is discipline, your confidence, and your love for the nation in whatever you do. You people are in a time which is much more challenging than what my generation or whatever the veterans that are here, because that was a very slow-paced time where the change, which is inevitable, was very slow. But now that pace of change is very quick and very fast. So unless and until you are aware of things, you will not be able to adapt to that change. So therefore, awareness becomes the first thing, and then you have to be adaptable, mentally mobile. For all these things to happen, you have to keep yourself physically fit, because only once you're physically fit and mentally robust that you can face all these challenges. The other thing that is there is, even for the parents, your parents, because they are the people who get you rooted. You have your dreams, you want to soar high, do a lot of things, but you should be culturally rooted to what your culture is, because from that you get your strength. So I, firstly, and listening to this quiz takes me back to my time. In fact, when I was in school, there was this similar kind of a quiz, but it was not on military history, it was more on wildlife. And I remember spending a lot of time because that time there was no internet or anything that you could gather information. So you had to get through a lot of books, read books, go to libraries and prepare, and then, learn about, it was on wildlife, so a lot of animals, and there were pictorial quizzes also, what this animal is, whatever. So that brought me those memories back. Interesting to see how the young people and the Colors of Glory Foundation is imbibing that spirit of nationalism, of army, and how that value is being spread into the new generation. I think you're doing a great job, sir. All of the organizers that have been there, and especially the conduct part of it. Lastly, I just want to leave you all with a few things that you must do to succeed, or you can say, contribute towards this going to be a great nation of ours. And I'm very confident about it, looking at you all here. Whatever you do, put in your best in that. Face your fears. Accept the challenges. Take risks. Don't worry about failures. They'll come and go. And the only thing that will help you to achieve anything is perseverance. Keep at it. Thank you. All the best to you. Jai Hind.
At 5th place, we have Aditya Giri and Vineet Ranjan from APSK Kamraj again.
Other finalists, you all know who you are, so please come and line up, and as your names are called, you can go up. You already know the finalists, please come here. Yeah.
At 4th place, we have Siddhartha Gorang and Disha R from APS CNC. APS ASC CNC. At 3rd place, we have Ramon and Sharan Karadi from APSK Kamraj. At 2nd place, we have Tarun S and Mukund from NPS Kalkare. At 1st place, we have Shreya Singh and Pratik Kumar from Rashtriya Military School. As confident as ever.
Request the students to please give them a big hand. They've done very well. The winners, they came up after segment 4.
I now request Captain Ramchandran to give away a memento to our chief guest for the day. This particular memento is very special because that's a book authored by Captain Ramchandran himself.
Thank you, sir.
I request all students to rise, please. Tejas M. and Rudra from APSK Kamraj School. Mukund Dwivedi and Atreyu Bhattacharjee from APSK Kamraj Road. We have Tejas and Rudra on stage. Mukund Dwivedi and Atreyu Bhattacharjee. And next we have Rishi Kumar and Aradhya Sharma from APSK Kamraj School, Kamraj Road. Shri Krishna Jha and Ayush Singh Yadav from Rashtriya Military School. Shri Krishna Jha and Ayush. Okay, they're here. Can we have Prince and Aditya Chaudhary from Rashtriya Military School? Rupesh Kumar and Srijan from Rashtriya Military School. Durga Ravi Krishna and Shambhavi Agarwal from Baldwin's Girls High School. Aditya Gusain and Naman Maini from APS PRTC. Tejas B. Patil and Santosh Kumar from Sri Chaitanya Techno School. A round of applause, please. Thank you, everyone. With this, the event is coming to a close. On behalf of Colors of Glory Foundation, I thank all the participants of the quiz. We hope you all enjoyed the event and look forward to many of you participating in our future quizzes in years to come. Now, that is actually except those who are attending class 12 who will need to register for our intercollegiate quiz. That's just an FYI. I also thank the teachers who were kind enough to join us today. And a special thanks to the principal and the teachers of the following schools for taking the initiative to organize the participants from their schools to teams and doing the bulk registration or encouraging an enthusing considerable number of their students to participate. In the future years, we expect many more students to participate. So we would like to call out the schools' names just as a thank you. SSB, this is in no particular order. SSB International School, Bangalore. At least a shout out from your own school, please. How many of you won from SSB? Proudly stand, no? Let's see. How many of you won from your school? Yeah, audience. We'll be giving that out. We're just sorting it out. Give us a minute. We'll be giving that out. Before that, we can get all this done. Yeah. So, okay. SSB, how many of you won? Stand. Yes, yes, yes. You won. Whatever you won, you won. Teachers, please take a note of this. Your students. Please be seated. Army Public School, K. Kamaraj Road. Okay, how many of you won? Congratulations. An applause, please, at least from your own school. Shout outs. I know it's the end, but come on, energy. Okay. Thank you. Now, Army Public School, PRTC. We had so many winners. You can stand up if you want. I'm just asking. How many of you won? Awesome. Hands up. Yeah. Round of applause. Come on. MS Ramaya Vidyaniketan. Rashtriya Military School. Any winners there? Ah, look at that. Okay. Sure. Sri Chaitanya and Sri Chaitanya is there. Yes. Presidency School. Okay. Baldwin's Girls High School, Richmond. Winners there? Yes. Thank you. Army Public School, ASC Center. Sir. Bright Public School, Bangalore. Bright Public School. There you go. Lake Montfort School, Bangalore. St. Charles Pre-University College, Bangalore. Yeah, at least have the shout out. Come on, yes. Vision Pre-University College, Bangalore. Oh yeah, thank you. New Horizon, Bangalore. NPS Kalkare. Sri Chaitanya Techno School. There you go. Presidency School. We had no presidency, we had participants as well. There you go. So, let me also have the honor to thank the Commandant of MEGN Center, Brigadier Ajay Singh Thakur, for permitting us to use this excellent auditorium as our venue. We are also deeply grateful to the Deputy Commandant, Colonel Vijay Vashisht, as well as Lieutenant Colonel Rawat and all his staff for coordinating and helping us conduct this event, without which this could not have been possible. So right now we'll just take a 2 minutes break because we do have our audiences who have not received their prizes yet. So if you could wait. And also for those schools or those who have not received any prizes, this is just this year. You always have the next year, and you can come more prepared or with, we are going to come back with a bigger gusto, okay? So this is not the last you're going to see of us, so looking forward to seeing you next year as well. So please hold on, just give us a 5-minute break and we'll get the things organized, okay? Thank you. Call out the audience teams. We request you to come on stage to collect your prizes, okay? So, team number 1. Team number 1? Yeah, team number 1, not the top 6 finalists, the others, yes. Team number 5. Hold on. You come up and they exit, okay? Team number 6. That's it. Go that side. Yeah, go that side and come up. And then exit this way. Team number 86. Wait. You come. Team number 7. Team number 10. Team number 11. Team number 42. See, that energy should be there with everyone for all the prizes, right? Team number 66. Team number 75. Congratulations. Next time we should be here, okay? Top 6.
I'm in 10th. He'll be next year.
Yeah, super. 10th only, no? Oh, pre-university. Then what?
Only 1 to 10.
Oh, whichever school you're going to, you represent there and come out. Sure. That's it. Team number 75. You're 66, right? You're 75, okay. Team number 67. What? You're 67. Okay. 66, huh? Okay. 55. Team number 55. Team number 19. Team number 14. Congrats. Team number 65. Team number 65. Now, after this, after the audience awards have been given, I'm going to call you school by school, and you'll come and you'll collect your participation certificates and your medals. But a humble request from our Captain Ramchandran, he said that as the students depart the stage, please ensure that you're wearing your medals proud and walk out, okay? Yes. Audience, please note that there's been a slight update, okay? So as and when your school's name is called out, we just request one representative, a student preferably, to come on stage to collect the certificates and the medals. But before departing the auditorium, please wear your medals, okay?
Please stand up. The entire team must stand up. He or she will be collecting it and coming to you with the medals. All of you, please wear it and leave the auditorium wearing the medal. Oh. It's okay? So, when the representative of a team coming to the thing, please, the entire team should stand up, please.
Baldwin girls, can you please all stand up, rise?
Baldwin Girls High School, so please stand up. Remain there. She'll bring the medals. All of you, please wear it and leave the auditorium wearing the medals.
Students, can we have silence,
Certificate will be
please,
given to you
first?
outside. He'll carry it.
Can we all settle down, please? Can we have silence? Next, can we have APSK Kamraj Road, a representative? They're only applauding, yeah. Next, can we have SSB International? SSB International? SSB International, can we have one student? Yes. Ramaya Vidya Niketan, next. Ramaya Vidya Niketan. Ramaya Vidya Niketan. They're coming. Yeah, they're just coming. Yeah. After that, we have APS, ASC, CNC. New Horizon? New Horizon? Is there? They're coming. They're coming, yeah. Rashtriya Military School? Rashtriya Military School? No, New Horizon. APS PRTC? APS PRTC? Yeah, we'll wait. Rashtriya Military School, request you to rise. That was told, right? Yes, thank you. There they are. APS PRTC? Yeah, the students have risen there. Bright Public School? Bright Public School? Bright Public School, can we have someone? He's coming.
Everybody else, can you please keep quiet? Let all the medals, etc. be given, then we can start moving. So please sit down and please be quiet. If your school representative is coming on stage, please rise so we know who all have come from that school. Rest of you, please sit down and sit down quietly and wear your medals. Please wear your medals. And silence, please. We are only distributing the medal. There's no need for talking. Can we have silence? Thank you.
Vision Pre-University College? Vision PU. St. Charles Women's PU? St. Charles? St. Charles is coming. What is this? Vishnu?
Vishnu PU.
Vishnu PU? No. Vishnu PU is here? Okay.
They came later.
But didn't they win? No. Okay. Presidency PU? No. Presidency PU College? Pre-University, yeah. Medals. Yeah. That's all. Yeah, now we'll live. ask them to come on stage? Yeah. Okay. Can we have Naik Subadar and Subadar Sendil on stage, please?